Hi, fellow Polytrippers. I hope you had a productive week, and here's my motivational talk for this coming week. Today, I want to talk to you about a Russian lesson I had some time ago. This is before the war started, where I was already at the point where I was having pretty decent conversations. We were talking conversational about, I knew that I was able to talk conversationally about any topic, and I could understand pretty much everything she was saying. And I wasn't at the level I am now, but I also was at a pretty decent level. And I remember, like, the teacher and I would get into like these really deep, sometimes personal discussions, and then at the end of every lesson, she'd feel guilty that she hadn't done enough exercises and hadn't done enough grammar, and then she'd want to extend the lesson to like get that in and stuff like that. It was really sweet. Anyway, I wish that she was still my teacher now. Like with the whole situation, I can't pay her, but anyway, she basically I remember one and every time like we have such fun talking and then be like, we really should do some exercises. And then it's like, okay. And then I remember like thinking, oh, these exercises are going to be so dumb, I already speak so well. And then she did this exercise where basically it was this picture, like with a bunch of household items. It was basically a house and there were a bunch of items in the house, and I had to identify all the items. And I had no idea how to say those items. There were things like socks, swimming pool, swimming trunks, um, all kinds of simple household items, and I would, as a loss, I didn't know the vocabulary, and we were both kind of surprised by that. And then, um, especially since we were having these deep conversations, and it's like, okay, let's do this exercise, and then so I didn't know all these words, and then I realized that, yeah, how many, like, when I'm talking about political stuff or when I'm talking about feelings, how many times do I need to know what a sock is, or what a picture frame is, or what swimming trunks are? And it's really interesting to see how your conversational goals can influence the kind of vocabulary needed for those conversational goals, and how basically whatever learning you do to achieve those conversational goals can fall short when it comes to other situations. If I were to go to Russia, and the thing is, I know that I'm comfortable with the style of learning because, for example, with Spanish, I didn't know the names of a lot of household items. I didn't know how to say fork and knife and stuff like that. Before I went to Nicaragua the first time and stayed with a host family, that was the first time I actually spent time in a Spanish-speaking country, immersed in that environment and staying with a host family. And I picked those words up. And I know that. See, I know enough about language learning to know that if I don't focus on those words when I actually go there, I'll pick those words up pretty easily, because you pretty much need to know what a fork is in order to be able to ask for a fork if you're staying with a host family. So anyway, I don't know if I'm actually suggesting anything or giving any advice with this video, other than pointing out that your conversational goals drive your vocabulary needs, and because of that, you can have holes with other areas of your vocabulary when you're confronted with a conversational situation that needs that, but that you shouldn't despair, because then maybe your goals will pivot and then you'll just pick up that vocabulary that you need for that, and just enjoy the journey and enjoy achieving whatever conversational goals that you've set out for yourself. So anyway, that's my piece for this week. And also check out our games, resources, and exercises at polytripper.com, where language learners can have these resources to take their language learning to the next level. I think I got that right. And finally, if you like us, please spread the word. We don't have the deep advertising pockets that our competitors do, and so we rely on good souls like you to spread the word so that teachers can keep more of their money. And anyway, thank you again, and I'll see you all next week. Take care. Bye.